The night was bitterly cold. Snowflakes fell in restless swirls, covering the quiet city streets. It was well past midnight when Adrian Cole, one of the wealthiest CEOs in New York, found himself driving home from yet another exhausting meeting. His success was known to the world, towering glass buildings carried his name, and headlines painted him as ruthless, untouchable, and invincible. But inside his expensive car, Adrian felt nothing but emptiness. Success had bought him everything, except peace. His penthouse was silent. His life, lonely. As he slowed at a red light near a deserted bus stop, something caught his eye. There, huddled on the icy bench, sat a young woman, clutching a tiny bundle against her chest. Her thin nurse's uniform was no match for the winter winds. The baby in her arms whimpered weakly, its small face pressed into her shivering shoulder. Adrian frowned. What is she doing out here in this weather? He rolled down his window. Hey, he called gently. Are you waiting for someone? The woman looked up, startled. Her eyes, tired but proud, met his. Just, waiting for the last bus, she whispered. But it seems it's not coming. She tightened her hold on the baby, as if shielding him from more than just the cold. Adrian hesitated. Normally, he would have driven away, avoiding involvement, avoiding risk. But something inside him shifted. Perhaps it was the baby's fragile cry, or the way the young mother's lips trembled as she tried to smile through her fear. Get in, he said firmly. You'll freeze out here. Her eyes widened. Sir, I don't know you. And I don't know you either, Adrian admitted. But I know you can't stay here. Not with that baby. Please, just trust me. For a long moment, silence hung in the air. Then, with visible reluctance, she stood and climbed into the warmth of his car. Her name was Lily. She was a nurse, working double shifts at the hospital. Her husband had abandoned her before the baby was even born, and she had no family nearby. That night, she had finished a grueling shift and discovered her paycheck had been delayed, again. She couldn't afford a cab. The bus was her only hope. As she spoke, Adrian listened. For the first time in years, he wasn't thinking about profits, deadlines, or deals. He was simply listening. The baby stirred, and Lily looked down with a mixture of exhaustion and love. I'll be fine, she murmured. I just need to make it through this week. Somehow. Adrian pulled the car over in front of his penthouse. Come with me, he said suddenly. Her head snapped up. Excuse me? Come inside. Just for tonight. A warm place, food, a crib for the baby. Tomorrow, you can decide whatever you want. But tonight, you're not sleeping in the cold. Tears welled in Lily's eyes. For someone who had faced abandonment, mistrust, and endless struggle, kindness felt almost unbelievable. She whispered, Why are you doing this? Adrian's gaze softened. Because once, a long time ago, I was the one left out in the cold. And no one stopped to help me. Inside the penthouse, Lily gasped. The place looked like something out of a magazine, grand, sparkling, but lifeless. She laid her baby gently on the plush couch, and for the first time all night, the little one stopped crying. Adrian disappeared into the kitchen, returning awkwardly with warmed milk and a blanket. He wasn't used to children, but seeing the baby nestled in Lily's arms stirred something deep within him, a longing he didn't even know existed. They talked for hours. Lily, about her struggles and dreams. Adrian, about his loneliness hidden behind success. Two strangers, from worlds apart, discovering that pain speaks the same language. The next morning, Lily woke to find fresh groceries stocked in the kitchen and a small crib assembled beside the couch. On the table lay an envelope. Inside was a check, enough to clear her debts and more. She turned to Adrian in shock. I can't take this. It's not charity, he said softly. It's an investment. In you. In your future. You've given your life to care for others. Let someone care for you, just this once. Lily's voice broke. You don't even know me. Adrian smiled faintly. I know enough. You're stronger than most people I've ever met. And you remind me of what really matters. Months later, whispers began in the city. The cold-hearted CEO was changing. He was seen at hospitals, funding medical programs, even volunteering at children's wards. At his side, often, was a young nurse and her baby boy, both smiling brighter than anyone thought possible. The world assumed it was just a story of wealth rescuing poverty. But Adrian knew better. That night at the bus stop hadn't just saved Lily and her baby, it had saved him too.